In today's video, we're going to help you improve your golf swing without actually having you change your golf swing. I know that sounds a little contradictory, but what we're going to concentrate on today is helping you to improve your golf swing by improving what you think or what you think you believe about your rhythm or your tempo in your golf swing. So most of the time when we see a tour player on TV, their swing looks identical, but like this last weekend, John Rahm, I think, shot 66 in the first round and maybe like 74 in the second. Conditions might have changed for him, but what didn't really change was his golf swing itself. His rhythm was probably just off, and it could have been something very simple of maybe slept bad or something like that. But what it comes down to is if your rhythm gets better, if your tempo gets better and you start to understand it, your swing will actually start to get better as a result of the fact that your tempo or your rhythm is better. Okay, so I'm going to give you some drills and some tips. We talked about a book called Tour Tempo a little bit today, show you some of my swings and kind of what I fall under, because according to this book, every swing follows under a certain tempo. All right, and we'll break that down and kind of give you a chance to hear each one, and then you can go out to the range and you can try some of these drills. And I promise you exactly which one I think you might like the best because I've had a lot of success with it. So if you're brand new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. If you hit the bell button, you'll see our future videos that we have coming out. Again, we usually post on Tuesday and Friday. Definitely always on Tuesday because I'm at home. And then on Friday, or all the other days of the week, usually I'm teaching at the range. It just gets a little hectic, so I don't typically get to my Fridays as often as I want to. But anyway, these help you today. Leave a comment down below which one maybe you like the best, or what tempo you are, or maybe you already know. And we'll go from there. So to understand the rhythm of a golf swing, it's usually a 3-to-1 ratio. Might be 2.8 to 1 depending. All right, the 2.8 or whatever is going to be the backswing, and then the 1 will be the downswing. All right, a putting stroke is usually 2-to-1. All right, just because it's smaller, a little simpler. Okay, in case you didn't know that, you can go try that also. Okay, if you don't have a blast motion app, you can get that. That can actually track your tempo with your golf club or your putting stroke. So a little shout out to Blast Motion. I think they're kind of cool. I think I have 4 of them that I use with my students, so they all have one when they go out and putt. But anyway, all right, so 3-to-1 ratio. Now when it comes to the 3-to-1 ratio, for some of you, the backswing will either feel super fast, some of you might feel super slow, and some of you probably, if you're more of a higher level player, it won't be that different for you. Okay, it'll feel pretty similar. But for most of us who are higher handicaps, we either take the club back way too slow or we rip it back way too fast. Right? So most likely, most players actually take the club back a little bit too slow. Usually when you take it back a little bit too slow, the way I think of it is that you have more thoughts, more chances for you to think in your backswing. And in case you haven't noticed in golf, the more you think, the worse it tends to get. Okay? So we want you to clear your mind, so we need to find the right rhythm for your backswing. So now I'm going to take you through probably one of my favorite drills. Most of the things that we're going to talk about are actually drills, okay? Because you have to basically retrain how you think about your rhythm in your golf swing. So this first drill, I've had a lot of success with it. I just had one of my players. She's an 8th grader. She's tiny, but she hits her drives like this weekend. She hit one 250, which is incredible for her. And it's because we slowed her way down. So if you can imagine how far she might actually be able to hit it once she gets the rhythm down a little bit better, that was pretty cool. But right now, this is what the drill is going to be. And you're not going to go very hard at it. So you're going to start with the club out in front of you. All right. And so when the club comes back, it kind of helps you shift your weight so you get that feeling a little bit. All right. And you're just going to let your arms kind of be free. You're going to try to feel the head, club head, arms, wrists, everything's going to be free. And you're just going to keep on swinging it back and through. You're not going to go after it very hard, all right? But everything is very relaxed, and I guarantee you, you're going to start hitting the ball better with that drill. So if you have a pre-shot routine that you need to help you feel this, you just start that club out in front, and you just feel nice and relaxed with it. And then just let it swing, you'll hit the ball better. So say we're on the course, we just work on having the nice flow to the golf swing. Right? We always like the Freddie Couples and Ernie Els swings because they look so simple, but they're so powerful. You just kind of start out front. You can even hit one this way, so you start out front. Right? So you can do that kind of stuff, or you just take your practice swing next to it. Try to keep that exact same tempo in your golf swing. All right. So that's a very simple, a very successful drill that not only help you shift your pressure, but you stay nice and relaxed with your swing, so your arms actually start to create a little bit more rhythm. Usually arms swing faster, your body goes faster when you're relaxed versus when you're tense and you're really trying to kill it. Okay, so automatically the body will just start to move a little bit more how it is. You're trying to feel the weight of the club, just let things swing, take it nice and easy, and I promise you if you focus on that drill, you will start hit the ball better. Your rhythm will get better. You won't have to change your swing, but it'll get better. You can also use the drill to help you. Let's say you're trying to be somebody who wants to shallow out the club more because you fight over the top stuff. So when you start it up front, you take it back and then you just work on feeling like it drops underneath. And you can retrain your swing that way and then you hit balls that way. Okay? So it can help you with your rhythm, help you with your tempo. I promise you that drill alone will improve your golf swing. All right, now we're going to go on to our next drill. Our next drill is basically what you can call it like a baseball step. This is actually if you do speed sticks. This is a drill that they do to help you increase your swing speed. What this drill does is it teaches you when to transition your weight, when the club should start changing directions, which basically as soon as the club gets about here in a backswing, change of direction will typically happen in a golf swing. So all you're going to do, and this will help you shift your weight, all that good stuff, start with your feet together. Again, the club starts out in front. It's kind of a common thing. And as soon as the club comes across your feet, you're going to step forward and swing through. So this is going to help some of those people who tend to get stuck on the backside also. This is usually if it's something that I struggle with is staying on my backside with my driver, and I tend to hit it a little bit too high. So this is kind of a drill that I typically do on the tee box when I'm playing because I'm tired of being stuck on the backside. So it's always out front, step through. This will help anybody who might have too long of a backswing because as soon as you swing back across your feet, you step and the transition is supposed to happen right away. So that is the easiness of that drill is just cross your feet, step forward, swing through. You can do it with a golf ball. Just kind of put the golf ball in the middle of your stance, step back to your right foot, and then you'll just start out in front, swing back, step, and there you go. So there's another very simple rhythm drill that you can do. Now we're going to talk about the book called Tour Tempo, and I'll put some videos of my swing up there, and maybe we'll try to figure out which rhythm works best for my swing, and then you'll kind of see maybe that works best for you. Personally, when it comes to me, I hit the ball, I swing probably 4 or 5 miles an hour faster when I feel like I get to the top and it feels like it stops. So I know it's not actually stopping, I know it's not actually pausing, but it feels like it because then I can gather everything together and then my rhythm on the way down is a whole lot better. Okay, but we'll kind of cover those. You'll be able to hear the sounds. So there's a CD or a book that comes with the CD, and it goes through beats. It goes through like swing set through is another thing that it kind of talks about. There's also, I think, like a soundtrack or something that you can download on their website that kind of does the exact same thing. I don't know if it's like a hypnotic thing. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, if we get your rhythm down, if you learn how to control your rhythm, the parts in the usually somewhere in the 18 holes that you're playing, we tend to fall apart. We tend to lose our rhythm someplace. And so these are simple things that you can do to get back into the rhythm of your golf swing and start hitting the ball the best. Your rhythm is something that you can use to transform your golf swing. Okay, your golf swing is easily transformed if your rhythm gets better. The moves of over the top, the moves of maybe being stuck, all that stuff will improve as your rhythm gets more pure. That's why guys on and ladies on the PGA and LPGA tour hit the ball so well, because their rhythm is so good. Their swings are very simple. I mean, that obviously helps out. But if we get your rhythm down and you get it very consistent, you can start controlling the club face probably more. You'll start using less effort, hitting the ball farther, hitting the ball better. All right, so if you want to focus on something to get better, especially in the off season, for most of you this is off season, you're probably under snow someplace, we want to focus on your rhythm.
That one was a little bit too quick for my tempo.
(30-10).
That one was a little bit too slow.
27-9.
And that one looks good.
24-8.
This one looks pretty good too.